In this video, I want to show you how I am setting up my sticker library inside my iCompanion. Now, I use the iCompanion for a lot of things, so I have several of them set up, and they all provide a different function. But this one in particular, I'm using strictly for stickers. And because it has such a massive database, it's real easy to store and add all my stickers as time goes on and as I collect them. So the way I am doing it now, the iCompanion has a planner in it. So that is what this first icon is. And so you've got all the months. And if I wanted to go to July, here's July all set up. These are undated, so I dated the pages so that I can navigate to them and make small notes on them. I can write down when I purchase a certain kit, and then if I do a search, I can see when I purchase a kit. I can save my receipts here, but this planner is not, I don't use it for planning. I basically use it to track what I have and when I purchased it. And then it also keeps some documents stored inside of it for me. So remember, database. So that's what I use my iCompanion for, not for planning, even though it has a planner in it. But this way I can track dates. And that's what I'm using it for because it does have calendars. And so I can track dates, I can make notes, and I can also store any documents like a receipt or any passwords or anything like that. Okay, so let's go back. And so you can always back out of where you are by pressing and holding the I. And that will get me back to that front page where the main index is. So the way I'm organizing my stickers is I'm alphabetizing them. And so since there are not 26 folders, I'm putting 2 letters inside each folder. And so when I go to the folder, let's see, I've got a sticker collection under M. So let me just press and hold. And so here I've put Mia. And those are stickers from way back when we had a planner that was named Mia. And these stickers match Mia. And so I put these in here. And what I do is I take the cover sheet for the stickers and I just put them on that tab so that at a glance, I can just see what stickers they are. And if I press the Mia tab, it takes me to the cover sheet. And so this is the first sheet inside the cover. And let's see, if I slide this over, this will give you a little better idea of how these folders are structured. So if I hit the index tab, here you can see, let me zoom in just a little bit more. Let's see, I got to go back so I can get back to that one page. Okay, so now you can see I've got pages inserted behind the main tab. So basically, the iCompanion has the cover sheet, which is the folders. And then when you press on the folders, it brings you to these subfolders. And I think there's 12 in here. I don't remember. It looks like 12. Yeah, it's 12. And so behind these tabs are 12 dividers. And so I can put anything I want behind those dividers. And so for Mia or the M folder, I have one tab that's labeled Mia. So if I get another sticker kit that starts with an M or an N, they will go here. And so since there are 12 tabs in this section, I can purchase and store 12 different kits just behind this tab. So now, if you're getting an idea of how massive this database can be. And so at the end of the iCompanion are extra pages, and I like to put my stickers on a dot grid page. So what I did was I copied the dot grid and I brought it over here and I made as many as I need to store my stickers. So let me just back out of this and show you how that works. All right, so here is the main tabs And remember, we got here from the index on the front page. So here's the folders. If I want to go to Mia, I press M, and now I'm on the tabs. Eventually, these are going to get filled up. Maybe not all of them, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 6 of them. I don't know how many M or N kits I'm going to buy or collect. All right, so after this tab is the main tab for Mia. And then I put pages behind Mia and I put the stickers on top. And I like to use, like I said, the dot grid. And the dot grid is a template in the back of the companion, and it comes in 4 colors. So there is pink, yellow, green, and blue. And then there's also a graph template in those 4 colors. There's a line template in those 4 colors in case you want to take notes on one of these. You can use the line pages if you want to journal. There's also blank ones. And let's see, that's all I can remember. Let's just go back there. Okay, so here's the blank ones, and you've got 4 colors, 4 lined colors, 4 graph colors, 4 dot grid colors. Okay, so here's a template that is a list template. And that's in 4 colors as well. And then there's a tracker template, and that comes in 4 colors as well. And that's all. All right, so that's all the templates. There's a tracker, a list maker, the dot grid, the graph, the lined, and then a blank. All right, and you always back out using the I. And so that will get me back. That was 2 taps that got me back to the folders. All right, so I've got another collection in W, and that's the worship collection. And so here's the main page for that. So I've put all of the cover sheets on this main tab, and that way at a glance I can just see. If I wanted to, I can link them. So all I'd have to do is tap one of these and it would bring me to that page. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm probably going to end up doing that because that's a neat idea. All right, so let's just scroll through. And also, the thing that I noticed, this is a little bit of a pro tip. Inside Noteful, Noteful sizes your page when you double tap to the width of the window. So because I had it opened wide, it just filled the width. So now I've got to scroll to use the iCompanion in my side window. But if I make the window smaller, like you would normally use a side-by-side window, if I double tap that, it fills it perfectly. All right, so let's just scroll. I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger so that you can see it better. And so we've got the date dots, the icons, the month and days of the week. And then I put my patterns in here. Even though I use the patterns to fill my iDesign shapes in Keynote, these patterns being in my iCompanion, I can very quickly make a washi strip, a banner, or anything like that just from dragging and dropping one of these over to my planner. So that's why I put the patterns in here. And then we've got quotes, worship quotes, and then the stickets that match and the washies that match. And that's all. So now we're at the next tab. And so, like I said, there's 12 tabs. And so I'm getting ready to add one more kit for today, and that is the Grace kit. And if you remember, June's theme was gray. So the gray stickers are going to go in here. And what I did to the tab is I just put the color palette cover there. So this is the color palette, and I haven't added anything else yet. But real quick, the way I did it was I used my Dropbox where those stickers are actually stored. And let's see, Grace, yes, the Grace kit. So let me go ahead and open the date dot so that you could see that page. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my side window smaller. And then I am going to drag and drop the cover sheets onto this tab. And I like to put all of the stickers on a page first, and then I resize them. So now let's go to the icons, and I'll bring that cover sheet over, and then the months and days of the week, and I'll bring that cover sheet over. And I already put the palette on the main tabs page, so I'm not going to put that cover on here. And then I'll put the patterns cover sheet, the quotes cover sheet, and let's see, we've got the shapes, but the shapes are really used in Keynote because they're customizable. But I'll go ahead and do that just so that I have a reference for it. And then the stickets and the washi. And that's all of them. So now I can go ahead and make this bigger. And the great thing that I really love about Noteful is it keeps everything the same size. It just makes life so much easier because in GoodNotes, whenever I did this, it just was very random what size these things would land, but they all land the same size here. So I'm just going to lasso all of them and resize. And I think I can go ahead and fit them this way. And I'm not going to get real fussy because I just basically want to give you an idea at setting this up. And it seems like a bit of work to do, but I will tell you, this to me is very, very therapeutic. I like doing repetition stuff like this. It's like therapy for me. So now that I've got them semi lined up, I'll just go ahead and lasso again. And now that I have an idea of how much space they're going to take up, I can go ahead and center them now. And then I can zoom in and tweak alignment. So I'll just try to keep the distance between these two the same between these two. And then as you can see, this one needs a little bit adjustment. And then this needs a slight adjustment. And the same here. And to me, I don't know, maybe I'm just real nerdy this way, but I enjoy doing this. And then I love seeing it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste the dot grid pages. I'm going to get one and then I'm going to copy it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And then I'm going to start loading them up with these stickers. So the first page will be the date dots. I love these colors. And then let's see, I like to keep these in alphabetical order. So really the icons cover sheet should have come next. And then the quotes, the month and days of the week. So you get the idea. I'm going to have to redo this, but that's okay. So I hope this video was helpful. In the last video, I showed you how to set your kits up under stickers inside Noteful. The only con to doing that is I can only add them to my planner. Let me open up my prayer planner again. So if I want to add date dots to start setting up my August, because the prayer planner is undated, and so I'll hit the stickers icon right here inside Noteful. And then Mia is already loaded in here. So in order to add Mia, all of the date dots to Mia, I would have to do 1 and then go back 2, 3, which is pretty fast. That works for me. But this is the only instance that would be a little bit time consuming since I could only add one at a time. But all the other stickers, you're probably not going to add the whole pack at one time. So it's only with the date dots and the days of the week and the months that you're probably going to need to keep going back and forth. But as you can see, that's very quick. So if that's how you want to store your stickers, having to do this is not a deal breaker. Okay, so let me go ahead and lasso these and delete them, and then show you the difference if you keep them in the iCompanion. So let me go ahead and go back to the main page, and then I'll go, let's see, let's use the worship. Okay, and then I'll tap on the worship tab and then swipe over. And so I have a choice of 2 different date dot styles, and I'll just go ahead and lasso this group. So instead of having to add them one by one, I can take the whole group, press and hold, drag and drop them onto August. And here's another little pro hack for you. Let's just say August starts on Tuesday. I can go ahead and line this up with Tuesday. And if I want to make it a little bit smaller, before I ungroup them, I can just go ahead and use one corner node and get it the size I want it. Line that up on Tuesday and then click away. Then I'll just lasso all but that one, slide over, and then lasso all but 1 and 2 and slide over, and then lasso all but 1 through 3 and slide over. And I'm sure you're getting the idea now how quickly you can set up your month. Now this is going to go over. Yeah, this is going to go over, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And now we can come to the next week, and you get the drill. So you can see how quickly this can be set up. So whether you decide to keep all your sticker collections inside the sticker section inside Noteful, or if you decide to keep them in your iCompanion, either way presents some pros, some cons, but none of them are deal breakers. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it and comment below if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be notified anytime I have new iStuff to share with you. Until the next time, have an outstanding day. Bye.